Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Kentucky politician prepares to kick off his campaign for the governor's seat, and volunteer fire departments here in our region remind you to play it safe if you hit the trails on your ATV this summer.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
6:32. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm Dakota Makris. I got to share something with you all that I just did. I went to the weather center over to Brandon like I normally do because I thought we were going to do weather. And our director said, "Here we go." And I was like, "I don't know what to talk about." And Brandon looked at the prompter. He said, "No, it's like
it's the top of the air.
It's the top. Get over there." I was like, "Oh my goodness."
You're in the wrong spot.
Woo. So are we sure it's Wednesday or is it Monday? Who knows?
It's who knows? Who knows?
We're just going with it.
They tell us it's Wednesday, so we're just going to roll with it today. All right, let's get into that forecast this morning. And we are going to be seeing some sunshine once again today as we start the first day of June. Welcome to meteorological summer, seasonal summer in about 20 days, 21 days actually, I think. No, it's only 20, so it'll be 20 days left till seasonal summer there, 5/14 on the 21st. So there you go. London looking pretty good this morning. Not much traffic out there to start us off. 50s and 60s for temperatures. 57 Clintwood, 69 in Jackson. That's the range out there. A lot of low to mid 60s. Dew points way up there. So it's feeling like air you can wear for sure today as you head out the door. Forecast for later today, back up to 87, 1 degree shy of the record at Jackson. We'll keep you posted on that. Late rain chances as we head into the overnight hours as the cold front approaches. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles is kicking off his campaign for governor today. He announced his plans to run for the Republican nomination a few weeks ago. The event is set to begin at 2 this afternoon at the Scott County Courthouse. Attorney General Daniel Cameron and State Auditor Mike Harmon are also seeking the GOP nomination. Governor Andy Beshear is also running for re-election. More counties are getting new driver's license regional offices. Whitley County is among the next 5 counties getting the services. The offices will be able to issue new driver's licenses and real IDs along with other forms of identification. The new offices will open June 13th. During the Memorial Day weekend, Eastern Kentuckians hit the water in their boats or the trails in their ATVs. One volunteer fire department we talked to responded to multiple ATV crashes and says wearing a simple tool can save your life. Maybe it is the purr of an ATV that gets you excited, or it could be the freedom you feel on the open trails. But this past Memorial Day weekend,
we answered about 6 calls. 3 of those alone involved motorcycles, ATV, off-road vehicles.
Tim H. Mills with the Bell County Volunteer Fire Department says one call they responded to, the driver of an ATV was properly secured, but the passenger was not, saying the pair were doing donuts when the ATV flipped, sending the passenger to a hospital.
Created a major head injury and laceration. They are now back home, but they had to be airlifted to Knoxville, Tennessee.
The next 2 calls happening just 2 miles from each other. Mills says both of those drivers were not wearing helmets, saying one driver was looking at the scenery when she went down a bluff.
We thank the good Lord above that she's safe and okay today, though.
Officials say before you hit the trails, make sure you are wearing a helmet.
At least the one thing that you should always do, there is no way to protect your head when you hit the ground or a rock or a tree.
Just like when you get into a car, go ahead and buckle up inside of the ATV and never ride alone. The Bell County Volunteer Fire Department also responded to a house fire during the holiday weekend. We are told the mobile home was being upgraded and no one was inside. However, officials say the home was not insured. The cause of the fire is unknown. Well, Tuesday was the 50th anniversary of the Senior Citizens Day at WSGS Radio. Listeners get the opportunity to call the radio station and donate to the center once a year. Programming Director Nicole Brown says it is a day dedicated to helping those who raise them. This year's Senior Citizens Day raised nearly $20,000. A new business in Floyd County is dripping some energy into the area, one cup at a time. WYMT's Buddy Forbes shows us a new spot that is inviting locals to sip smaller this summer.
Grab a mug and McDowell.
I'm definitely a coffee drinker, so I am very happy to see the Bean Shack open up.
Where the Bean Shack is brewing up something new.
I just gotta do what I gotta do. Really, growing up, there was nowhere to really hang out in. You know, we had to go to Martin or Prestonsburg to find something to do, and we just wanted to bring something to this area.
The coffee shop just opened its doors, offering a little local flavor to the Floyd County community.
So small business is where it's at, and we're glad they chose McDowell to open up a business.
With the tin roof rusted and the coffee roasted, the funky little shack takes some of its inspiration from a hit 80s song.
The girls had an idea and they just presented it, and we just went from there. It was just one thing after another. We just put it all together.
We wanted to make it something that this area could be proud of.
Hoping to serve the community as the little old place where they can get together.
That's what we want this to be. You know, we want it to be somewhere that people can come in and, you know, just feel comfortable at, you know, talk to the staff, or, you know, just feel at home when they come in here.
For caffeine, confections,
Come in and remember that you were at the Bean Shack.
or just some conversations. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
I could sure use some caffeine. One wall in the shop will also feature an art gallery with plans to change the pieces routinely to spotlight area talent. The shop is open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. A country music superstar with roots in West Virginia is coming home to support an education event close to his heart. Brad Paisley will appear at the Greenbrier to help with Game Changer. It's a student-powered prevention program focusing on opioid and substance misuse. Governor Jim Justice announced Game Changers will launch in 12 schools as pilot programs in the fall. The long-term goal is to bring it to every school by 2027.
Educate all these kids in all the schools for long term and teach them about the horrors of opioid and substance misuse. Not just the obvious, we know the obvious, but to teach them healthy living, why it's better to live healthy, what opioids does to their body.
Well, this is a cutting-edge, evidence-based program, the first of its kind in the country. It's the result of a collaborative agreement between Game Changer and the world-renowned Hazelton Betty Ford Foundation. Brad Paisley is set to speak on its behalf this evening at 7 o'clock.
6:39 here on this Wednesday morning. We're still tracking that patchy, dense fog as you head out the door from Logan all the way down through Harlan. Harlan's at zero visibility right now at the airport, and you see limited visibility from I-75 west. So be careful out that way this morning. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s, back up to 61 in Jonesville, 57 in Clintwood, the cool spot, 69 in Jackson, the warm spot. Low to mid 60s across most of the area this morning. Breakfast forecast, we're going to see those temperatures not go up as fast as they did yesterday, but I think they'll still go up pretty quickly. They're 68 by 8 o'clock. 87 our forecast high a little bit later on this afternoon. The rain chances hold off until overnight before they come back into play with a cold front. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. 6:40 when we come back here on Mountain News this morning. A small device may have hampered care for people of color diagnosed with COVID-19. We'll have more on that coming up next.